If I run my FXML application here, what I get are a bunch of buttons and this hello, and if I click these buttons, I get a little bit of functionality for these two buttons. I didn't put anything for these. But our UI looks a little plain. One way we can add some style to it is through a style sheet. And this is one of the great things about FXML, where you can have a CSS style sheet to style your program. So it's important that in the root, well, not the root element, but the containing element, in our case, for this example, it's a VBox, right before the end of the end tag of that containing element, we put our style sheet tag, and it will then apply to the entire program. But it's important that we don't put this tag inside one of these contained elements. I call them elements. I guess I should call them controls. So it goes right before the last tag of the containing element. That's very important. And then we have to also provide a URL that gives the name of our style sheet. I'll call mine style.css, and close up that tag, and then that should be enough to make the link. Of course, we don't have a style.css. Right now I only have my controller class, my main class, and my sample FXML. So to make that, add it into the same directory. Where is it? The style sheet, style CSS file. So it's important that it goes in the same directory as your other classes, or otherwise it won't get recognized. So I'll call this test, and I just want to change the background color maybe. So you'll notice with these, it's not technically CSS, it's the FXML version of CSS. So many times you have these attributes like background color that are prefaced with /fx/, and that's just the JavaFX version of background color. So I'll set it to what? Yellow is good. Not sure if this should be in quotes or not. I guess I'll find out. But of course, it still won't work because I need to then tell my application which buttons will have that class. So I'll give it to button number 6, and it won't be class name. Instead, it will be style class. What happened? Style class and test. I recognized it. And now button number 6 should be yellow. So let's run that, and I get an error. So again, it's important to know when we have the value here. Again, this is not technically CSS. It's JavaFX, FXML version of CSS, and so the value tag here we also have to preface with this @ symbol. So hopefully it works now. There you go. The button number 6 is yellow. And again, because it's not CSS, I don't have like the full options of that I would with working with a CSS and HTML document. So, for example, margin wouldn't work. It's end margin and start margin. Not sure what those apply to, but there's some things that just won't work. But most of the ones for styling, I think it should be enough for a basic application. And the process of linking the FXML document to your style.css is pretty nice and convenient.